Well, we're going to do a short series on love in the church, which we started this morning. But I want to give you an example of what I think it really looks like. We said that love is not an emotion, it's an action that gives birth to an emotion. A number of years ago, one of my dearest friends, a guy named J.R. Davison in our church, died about 12 years ago, this coming June. And J.R. was one of the most loving people I've ever known. And years ago, he called up one of his dear friends, Paul Bice. And Paul's a very, very dear friend of mine. He's been going to our church for many, many years, Paul and Sherry. And he said to Paul, Paul, I know you're a Virginia Tech grad. I've got some tickets to the football game. Would you like to go? That's, like a 4.5, 5-hour drive down there. And Paul said, yeah. So they take off. They're heading down to the game. I guess it was a Friday or whatever. And Paul turned to JR and said, I didn't know you liked football. And JR says, I don't. But I knew that you did. And Paul told that story at the memorial service for JR. Here's JR loving. It's an action. He's giving Paul tickets. And I believe Paul got a little choked up even telling the story. I know I did. Every time I even think of that story. I didn't know you liked football. I don't. But I knew that you did. And that's what it really looks like when love is in action and what it does to the recipient of that action. Love is not an emotion, but it gives birth to an emotion. May we as a church give birth to lots of emotions. Hope to see you tomorrow.